Alright everyone, we should be live now. Hello and welcome back once again, actually for the last time this weekend, to the Springtime Mania Free for All Tournament 3. And this time, I'm the host Juan Crystal, commentating with the #1 seed of this tournament and the #1 seed of the previous tournament, the previous iteration of Soft, Gil Hermesiad and the Toaster. How both of you are doing today?
I am doing very well. Just finished commentating that last match with Gil. Kind of nervous a little bit, you know, as any player in this situation would be. Not knowing who's in your group right away is a very stressful situation, and especially with players out there that could just ruin my day.
The last match that you watched was a Nurasai match.
No, yeah, and Urasai is one of those players that couldn't play my
Yeah.
game, so...
That's the worst way to get go into drawings here.
I mean, it's pretty much just drawing to try and avoid 3 or 4 specific names that are on the lower seeds. And if you're good with that, then you should be fine. As a top seed, everyone is looking forward to not have Ritze or Silly Fanger on this group. Or even Pope Gadget, actually.
Oh yeah, something that's been impressing me lately, like Silly Fango's accuracy is actually getting pretty decent. So people need to start watching out for him, because he's not one of those only speed players anymore. He can get good accuracy scores as well now.
Yeah, he's
and given his performance today, he's actually shown that he's willing to put practice into the SB charts, which is a bit different than usual. So definitely not going to be someone you want in your group.
Yeah.
Alright, so how about we introduce the first group of seedings here? We're gonna have the unseeded first, as I think it was the opposite way on the previous iteration of this tournament. And give me 1 second, I have to sneeze.
Bless you.
Thanks. Okay, I'm alive now. But we have on the unseed, with seed 101, Lumbit, with 55 Oreo. Then we have Silly Fanger, Cyan Star, Potassium F, Koi Edex, Miku, Arpia 97, Adri, Tante V, Xiao Ray, Lafreniere, Angels Sick? I don't know. It's so hard to pronounce.
I think it's Angel Itchy Sick.
Angle Itchy Sick, that makes a lot of sense. Zenovia, Mosscast, and Tails DK. So here we have 3 players who actually managed to take down top seededs, high seededs of the playoffs, which are Mosscast, Tails, and Lumbit. So those players, probably people have to watch out from them. In any case, we're gonna start the draft now and see who gets the first group, who's gonna be the first player seeded of the whole tournament into this group stage.
The first place player in any group.
It's gonna be Tante V, seed 72 on group A is gonna be the first one showing. And this is a French player, isn't it?
Yes, yes it is. I don't know a whole lot about this player, but I believe they were in Rhythm Rivals, and they didn't do too bad there. So, you know, definitely looking forward to seeing their performances in group stages.
Me too as well. I mean, the unseeded are such an unpredictable group of people. You don't really know what to expect from most of this, but if they made it this far, it's for a reason.
I mean, like, a lot of what you'll notice in the unseeded are that a lot of them just didn't practice the SD choice, and that's why they're so low.
Even though.
Speaking of which, exactly, I was about to say, Gil, would you mind introducing the next one? Silly Fanger in Group B.
Oh man, so Silly Fango is indeed one of those players. I remember when he was about to play the qualifiers, I think he didn't know he was going to play until about an hour before. So he totally forgot about the tournament before even playing the qualifiers. He's that kind of guy, but we've been disciplining him, and he's been a bit more willing to train. So we'll see what's gonna happen here.
Hopefully it is the case. This is one of those names you want to avoid on the unseeded. So good luck whoever ends up on Group B. But now shuffling into the Group C, we will have no other than Lafrenia. And I particularly know nothing about this player. I don't think I have ever seen this player performing because I wasn't around for his match. I'm not sure if some of you has an idea of this player.
Nope. I was also not there for this person's match, and I don't recognize the player from the past, so kind of some new blood almost in this area of the game. So again, similar to Tante B, I'm excited to see how they do, but just coming out of nowhere almost.
Yep, it's one of those players we don't know much. Yeah, Gil, go ahead.
Apparently, his scores in the qualifiers seem pretty balanced. He trained the SV nicely. His Zac doesn't seem to be too good, but his LNs and speed are pretty balanced between each other. So
could be a pretty interesting anti-meta opponent. So
yeah,
watch out whoever ends up in Group C. But now into the Group D, we'll have Adri from France again. 69 seed.
I have heard of.
Yeah,
I think
Adri
he was in World Cup 40 at least.
Was he?
I think, maybe not. Maybe I'm just talking that.
I think I know he played on Soft last year probably, and I think on Rhythm Rivals too. But
yeah, Adri is a pretty solid player in general, kind of faltering a bit on the SV and speed choices of the qualifiers, so probably going to be able to put up some pretty strong fights in terms of just straight accuracy.
Alright, now into Group E, we will have, as the 5th player being drafted in here, it will be Koidex. Once again,
Koidex.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I
Gil?
don't know about him, no.
There's
a lot of new players, I think. There are players that we haven't really seen a whole lot of coming in from these lower seeds and just overall just seemingly newish to the tournament scene. So
yeah,
some interesting matches to watch out for, especially on these players that a lot of people might not know a lot about.
Yeah, Koidex from his qualifiers, he seems to be really good at LNs, but that's it.
That could be interesting. I mean, when you don't know much about your opponent, it actually makes it so hard to play against him.
Yeah, it's really hard to strategize when you don't know much about your opponent.
So a couple of these players in this seed are gonna be that kind of player, and we don't really know how to pick against them, and probably not many people does. But now into Group E, we have the highest seed of this group of people, which is Oreo.
Another player I just don't know a whole lot about.
Well, he got 655, so he probably is
must
quite
be
good. Yep.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, he's probably gonna have good accuracy.
Kind of a similar situation with Adri, where he was pretty solid on stages 2 and 3, just faltered a bit on stages 1 and 4. So definitely a good position to be in if you're a low seed. Just having solid accuracy and long note play could mean the difference between losing and winning matches.
Yep, especially that stage 2 performance will be pretty significant on the group stage, as accuracy is still one of the main things. But here into the next Group G, we have Potassium F, one of our commentators. The first one being drafted.
What is that avatar?
Yeah, that's a collab actually. You know, there's another girl holding the egg with her mouth, but just not being displayed.
Wonderful collabs here.
Yeah, but we have a flashlight player here.
Honestly, I'm just waiting until all the wardrobes start showing. So.
Dude, I hate the wardrobe thing because it made me. All those pictures are PNG, and I need JPG pictures for this, and I had to like convert them all. It was so sad.
Oh my god!
Wait, so what did I miss with the wardrobe thing? I came.
Don't worry
back
about it. We'll explain to you later.
Gazelle.
We'll explain it to you later.
Welcome back, and I was playing when it's over. Oh my goodness.
Potassium F, a flashlight player, pretty solid player overall, but that flashlight's going to be a bit of a hindrance on his accuracy if he's not going, since you can't really see the receptors. And the next group, Zhao Rei. I believe this is a Malaysian player.
I'm not sure if it's Chinese or Malaysian because it always confuses me the fact that you're using brackets on their names. It always reminds me of the crazy tag. So I'm
Yeah,
not
the
sure.
CRZ tag. Oh my god. Nah, if I remember correctly, Xiaorui, he had a really close match with Demon Waves, and he's pretty good at accuracy. He's very good at accuracy and LNs.
Well, most of the players into this stage should be pretty good at accuracy. I mean, if they are top 16, they are pretty much good at everything, and if not, they already won a
Yeah.
map. So
Yeah, one more thing to note is that Xiaorui is another one of those players that didn't put enough practice into stage 1. His stage 2, 3, and 4 are very solid.
Yeah, they are.
So I would be worried if you have this guy in your group.
now into Group I, we have Zenobia. I think this is from Australia or New Zealand. I'm not 100% sure.
Xenovis from Australia.
There are no New
Yeah.
Zealand players in this
Okay.
tournament.
Zenovia, from what I remember, he really hates LNs. And he hates SVs too, so who knows what's gonna happen here.
Well, if he can stick into his own accuracy choices and practice like one map of the not accuracy picks, he could be alright. Anyways, we have to go a little bit faster. I feel we're having a lot of time in here.
Also, no, yeah, funny thing I just want to mention, if you look right above him with Angel Itchy Stick, I'm pretty sure
It's a collab.
same collab, yeah.
That's actually pretty funny, yeah, and they got like 2 seats of distance. Regardless, we have Tails DK now, the Danish player who took down Kamikaze.
Yeah. Put up a
Yep, this guy is a danger.
Yes, very good player.
Managed to take a high
Probably the
seat.
most dangerous unseeded players, I think, besides maybe Silly Fangirl at this point.
I'll say Xiaorui as well, pretty dangerous.
Oh yes, yeah, already is very dangerous.
Now into Group K, we have Science Star, the Polish player. I think he was playing against another Polish player as well. I'm not quite sure who was that, but I know it happened not so long ago.
No, he was playing versus Userbacker. Userbacker is Spanish.
Oh, okay, you're right. Yes, that was the
Yeah.
1-300 point, like 1-300 difference. in the
Yep,
match.
that was the 1-300 point difference. Yep,
What
that
a
was
close
really
match.
good. That match was awesome. I loved commentating that match.
But yeah, Science Star is pretty capable to hold on to the nerves. That's something we figured on that match.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So we have to see how he performs on groups here. In the Group L though, with 5 players remaining, and a lot of them being quite dangerous actually, it's gonna be Mick, who appears here for the Group L. Another Polish player? Am I correct?
Yeah, he's on our Polish player.
Who played him against? It was that against the Dark Dragon, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the one who played versus
So his
another Polish player.
accuracy is pretty damn good, and he took down an LN main, so if he did it on playoffs, he probably can stand his ground on groups against a Longno player. So another pretty hard opponent, I will say. The Group M here, Lombit, Arpia, and Moskaz are still remaining onto this, which are 3 of the most powerful players here. And there you have it, Moskaz into Group M, another Polish player. And this guy is very accurate. He took down Snaggles. So, go figure. Actually, I think I'm not hearing my commentators anymore. I'll make a call and say, is there any commentator around?
Hi, I'm here.
Okay.
There were some problems
Are we
with
back?
Discord happening right here.
Oh man,
We're back though.
Yeah, we're back. We're sorry.
it's fine, it's fine. On Group N, we have still Lombit, Harpia, and Angel, and we have a wave of Polish players, and now we have a reverse Poland player, Lombit, showing here with
Reverse pull.
the actually lowest seed on the tournament remaining. And I don't want to say anything, but Lombit got up to the quarterfinals last year, didn't he? So getting a 101 seed,
Yeah,
that
he's a
doesn't
really
mean
player.
anything. He is a very strong player.
Yeah, we all know Long, but we don't need to say much about him.
Okay, for the last two groups on Group OP, we have Angel Itchy Sick on Group O and RPA97 on Group P. So that's gonna be it for the unseeded. I'm not so sure. I think RPA has a pretty strong accuracy from Canada, is he?
Vibro boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is known for Vibro, but his accuracy was shown to be very, very, very strong in his match, in his playoffs match. So still pretty dangerous despite being mostly known for a skill that's not really tested in these tournament matches.
But that's gonna be it for the unseeded. We're gonna jump straight into the low-seeded players now, and you can see them on screen already. We have Flodlo, I'm not so sure how to pronounce that because I'm bad at English. SOFT3 Jose, Camo Poltergeist, Commando Black, Crazy Solar, Yuki, AMD Uskia, Lusty Platypus, Architev, Pikachu, DHN, Neuro, 2DW, Polytetral, and Raveli. So, already starting to see a lot of familiar names over here.
That's for sure.
Also,
The first one. The first most more recognizable name I see is SC Solar. I'm pretty sure that I was supposed to play him on SOFT2, but he had issues and couldn't play. But he's a really, really good accuracy player.
But then another notable name, AM Duskia, for anyone who doesn't know, is a father.
Yeah.
And that's a scary name to be seeing in low seed.
I want to point out Camo Poltergeist as well.
Oh yeah.
That's
Camo
a very
Poltergeist.
strong accuracy player that could get...
He is really strong.
I could take down a lot of high seeders, I'm pretty sure. Anyways.
We also have
Huh?
we also have DHN, which is Ice. He's also a really, really, really good accuracy
The
player.
wardrobe.
Those four players are very dangerous.
Definitely. Commander Black as well. I mean, there's just a lot amount of good players here. We're gonna see who ends up against Tante B. And it's gonna be Surfchu 85, so one of our referees. What can we say about Surfchu?
A lot of people noting that Surfchu actually seeding a bit higher than some expected him to, performing very well on the qualifier maps and managing to make it through to group stage, which I believe he failed to do last year, so definitely stepping up his game.
Yeah, he failed last year, but this time he's going with full force. Actually, 2 spots away, missing the high seed spot. So
High seeded, yeah. He was almost there.
he was almost there, but he did really well in the qualifiers. He's a big hard worker, so we might see a lot from him on this group against Tante B. But in Group B here, who's gonna face Silly Fanger on the group? It's gonna be Polytetral. Poor Poly.
Oh my god, who's Polytetral?
It's a Singaporean player, if I recall correctly.
Yes, one of 2 or 3, I believe, that qualified for the post-qualifier rounds. And one of the other ones being right below him in the seedings, Raviel.
Yeah.
That group is already starting to look a bit stacked. Poor Polly though. But I think Polly could pull out a fight against Silly. I don't think she is bad at all. On group stage, it really depends on how much Silly puts practice onto the pool, and his accuracy has been improving. But we have to see. Maybe Polly can pull out the upset. In any case, Group C against Lafreniere is gonna be, let's see, Jose, number 38 seed. I don't remember where this guy is from. Is he from Philippines?
Yes?
I would say he's from Chile, I think.
I mean, Jose is a Chilean name, isn't it? But I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Chili.
Oh, he's from
Yeah,
Chile.
he's Chilean,
Okay.
right?
No.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh wait, no.
No, he's
I'm
from the
sorry,
Philippines.
He's
I
from
was
Philippines,
right.
oh.
I told you I was
Oh my
right.
God. Oh my god.
I knew he wasn't Chilean. I have all the players separated by country somewhere, and
But-
Jose wasn't Chilean.
Yeah, keep your heads up for him because he has really, really good speed. His stage 4 score is impressive. If he gets through the group stages here, we might see really good performances from him.
Meanwhile, we're hearing on the background image material for those who are interested. Here we go for Group D against Adri. It's gonna be Camo Poltergeist. Oh man.
Uh-oh.
That's not a good opponent to have against, for at least in Audrey's case.
Yeah.
Poltergeist has really good accuracy, though I think as we get closer and closer to the top, we'll be seeing that most of the players have really solid accuracy. It's been just everyone's accuracy has been improving so much.
Yeah, definitely.
I can totally agree with that.
Group D is certainly starting to look a bit complicated for whoever high seeded or top seeded, and some that it could be pretty dangerous. But now into Group E against Koi Dex is gonna be Commando Black, another guy with a Mania World Cup experience.
The one scroll speed guy.
One scroll speed player, god of flashlight. But yeah, pretty solid player all around. Not really someone you want to see against you, though. Is that, like I said, flashlight does put a bit of a hindrance on his accuracy as a whole, so might prove to be a bit problematic for him through these group stages.
It could definitely be a hard opponent nonetheless. Against Oreo, the highest seed of the unseeded, we're gonna have Pikachu from China, isn't he?
Yes, that is a Chinese player.
I recall talking to him a couple of times, especially on 7K Mania World Cup. He was talking with me about QX and some of the Chinese players, but I'm actually not so sure how good he is. I mean, he got a pretty good seed, but I don't remember seeing him playing all that much 4K.
He's very solid. He faltered a bit on the SVs. He probably didn't have time to practice them or just didn't want to. But his other stage scores are very solid, so I'd say you need to watch out for him.
After Pikachu, against our commentator, Potassium F is gonna be Ravelly, so a dual staff
Oh my god.
match over there. Potassium and Ravelly, and I think they actually also played on LDT, I think, at one point, or something like that.
I'm not sure about that, but yeah, it's gonna be fun to see some staff battles here.
I'll say it's a fair matchup. Those two are pretty close in skill. Have to see who's the high seed that ends up there. But against Xiaorai, one of the dangerous unseededs here, it's gonna be on Group H, Yuki. Is he Swedish? No, I think he's not. Could be very wrong. I will need help on that one. I legit have no clue who he
is from Thailand.
Okay, Thailand. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yuki is another player that has really, really good stage 2, 3, and 4 scores, but doesn't have a good stage 1 score.
That's gonna be a trend on the low seeds, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Now into the Group I against Senonia. It's Senovia. It's gonna be Neuro, the US player.
Jumpstream
man, yes.
That's all I know about him, sadly. I'm not sure about his act.
His act is alright, as far as I remember from his qualified group. It's just that he has issues with long nose and SVs in general. But I think he is putting some practice onto this, so he might be also a complicated opponent for Zenovia and whoever ends on that group. Now into Group J, we have against Tails DK, another complicated opponent. It's gonna be Arkitev from Poland, isn't he? Pretty sure he is.
Yes, he is from Poland. And I don't know a whole lot about this player, in all honesty. Not really.
Yeah, I don't really know about him.
He's one of those silent players in the Polish community, I'll say. I remember seeing him before in SOFT3 probably, but I haven't seen much more other than that from him.
Yeah, I mean, he seems pretty well-rounded. Did pretty well on all of the picks. Just didn't have any outstanding scores. So
Yeah.
someone you want to watch out for if you have a specific weakness.
Right, so against Science Star on Poland is gonna be DHN, okay, Ice.
Oh, okay. Science Star is gonna have a hard time with ice.
I mean, he knows how to hold an ups. That's something we knew.
Yeah.
We learned.
That's true.
I think it will be an
He said
interesting
it
Oh, yeah.
match.
earlier.
We have that. There is one thing about ice. He always chokes, and Science Star doesn't choke. You see what I'm talking about here? We might end up really seeing something good coming out of this group.
Hopefully. Against Mick, the AC player of the Poland community. He's gonna be against Solar. Oh man, that's gonna be a hard matchup.
Oh, that's a tough.
Uh-oh.
That's a tough opponent right there. Really solid player all around. Kind of faltered on the SD pick, I'd assume, but have really solid scores everywhere else.
Yeah.
Not someone
Mick-
you want to see as your opponent.
That's true.
Complicated group there for Mick. But Moscas, there's still a father remaining here, so everyone is praying for that to not be on their own group. But it's gonna be a father versus Moscas on the group.
Oh no.
That's gonna be a hard match, isn't it? They're one of it. Like, Moscas has pretty good accuracy, don't get me wrong. But you're playing a Japanese player.
Yeah.
Wait, why is Juki still there? Nani?
Nani?
He should be replaced with a different player.
With Flood Floor, right? It will be Flood Floor, right?
Yeah.
Floodlord.
Floodlord. Yeah.
Why did Floodlord get taken? We'll just call Yuki Floodlord for now, okay?
I'm gonna make sure that that happens. Like, give me 1 second. So we have a father already, so that means we only have Lusty 2DW.
And then Floodlord.
Yeah.
Okay, that works better. Now we're fine. So, on Group N, between Flood Floor, Lusty Platypus, and 2DW. Good job, Peppy. We're gonna have against Lumbit, Lusty Platypus. Oof, that's another interesting matchup.
Yeah.
Lusty's
Lusty
a very
Platypus,
good accuracy player.
Yeah, good accuracy player and very solid at SVs as well, so gonna be a scary opponent to see in these earlier rounds.
Definitely. One of the commentators as well of this tournament. And to close it up, Angel. I'm so sad because Angel is from Australia. That would have been making schedule so much easier if it was Lusty instead.
I know, right? Oh my god.
But Angel is gonna be facing 2DW, which means that Harpy at 97 is gonna be against Floodlord, the highest seed of this group. So you.
I am not
Mhm.
one of these players. I don't know a whole lot. Floodlord having really solid qualifier performance though, and did pretty well in his match, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, gonna be as are a lot of these players.
It's gonna be interesting. I think Floodlord is very strong at SVs, but he's not that good at when it comes to harder things. So we have to see. Anyways, let's get into wrong button, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully it didn't happen. We're gonna reload, and here we have the high seeded. So it's starting to look a lot of scary names here, with Trouble, Pancho, Ritze, DJ Khaled, Walter Toro, Heseus, Maple Syrup, Mage, Remy Flan, Traps Are Cute, Pope Gadget, 3Co3, Nagnarumi, Jetified, Elementaires, and Underjoy. I think I know every single one of these players.
Yeah, I
This is
think,
pretty
and I
fun.
think like 70% of the players you just listed are accuracy gods. So
They are really good. And to be fair, we're gonna have to start it now. There's just so much things to be said about these players. So we have to go right into it. Tante V and SOFT3 waiting for his high seed opponent. And it's going to be Remy Flan. Okay. That's gonna be a balanced group.
Yeah, really balanced
Yeah.
group so far.
I would say that I don't want to say anyone got lucky on that group, but I think out of those 3 players, all of them have chances to go through on this group. They will have to be very careful between this, like that trio in general. I would say Tante V, SOFT3 and Rainflang can just beat each other, depending on the day, or the map pool in general.
See, now Group B is where stuff starts to get a bit
Yeah.
complicated.
What if Urusai gets on this group?
Oh.
That'd be
Oh.
great.
I feel so bad for the top seed that gets that group. That happens.
Oh, Pope Gadget! Oh no!
Oh
No!
Oh, Polly, I'm so
Nate,
sorry,
oh,
Polly.
oh.
I am
Oh,
so
that's
sorry,
And
Polly.
Nate as well. Nate is in
Big oof.
big trouble.
Nate is on a very hard spot here. As well, I agree with you, Gil. Poe versus Nate on the group stage. And I'm sorry for the top seed that ends up on that group too. That will be pretty complicated for whoever is there. Starting to see already the group of death. And again, I can't be more sorry about Polly. Poor Polly.
Lemon guy is saying that Toph is going to be in Group B.
That will be pretty sad, but we're gonna see
Hey
now.
Toph, no swearing in the chat.
Yeah, I'm just not allowed to swear while I'm commentating. I can do it in chat all I want.
Group C
Nice.
with Lafreniere and Jose. It's gonna be Yetify. Another really balanced group here, I'll say.
Yeah, that's also very balanced, in my opinion.
That will be a pretty interesting group to see. Yetify, he's from Belgium, and he didn't got the spot of the high seeded. Like he had to play against the seed 96, so he didn't quite make it to top 32, but he was really close, and he took this
Amazing.
chance here. But after the Kamikaze and I think it was Down and Snaggles, the 3 players who got knocked out of the high seeded.
Yeah. Downex got knocked down by such a small margin.
Yeah, he did.
It was, but he got knocked down by Lombit, right?
I think so, yeah. But now into Group D, Camo Polterhurst and Adri expecting for an opponent, and it's gonna be Crubble! Oh!
Ooh, baby!
Crubble Camo will be an interesting matchup. I think Camo has a good shot trying to beat Crubble. His accuracy
Yeah,
is very solid.
yeah, I think so too.
It's gonna be an interesting group, and Adri not so far behind, I will say. He's also a pretty overall rounder player. Group D is also looking fairly solid. But in Group E,
Oh my god.
oh man, Commando Black and Koidex, who is it gonna be? And it's gonna be Jesus. Probably the player I know the less out of this group.
Yeah, same. That's the player that I know the
Yeah.
last out of the group.
Came out of nowhere almost. I also don't know much about him. A United States player. I believe he signed up last year as well, but I don't think he's seated nearly as high.
He didn't. I'm pretty sure I saw him last year, but I don't really know how he performed. I think he also qualified to group, so now with a better seed, he might be able to get into the bracket stage. But against Commando Black, it's gonna be a tricky game for him. But now into Orion Pikachu, who's gonna be on Group F. Press F to pay respects for Walter Toro on this group.
Oh, I think Walter Toro might have an easier time. I think he's better than both of these 2 players when it comes to accuracy.
Yeah, he's pretty solid overall.
Yeah, not to mention that he's really good at SVs, so it just kind of has an edge over his opponents there.
Definitely. I think he's gonna have a, I mean, he could have had a very harder group. I think this group is pretty good for him actually.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Staff group.
Okay, who's the staff that could get in here?
Is Maple Syrup staff?
Yes, he is. You're correct.
Oh.
He's the only one actually remaining.
Ray.
So let's go. Seat number 23, please. Maple Soup? No, it's nowhere he is. Oh no, it's Urusai. Oh, staff is doomed.
Oh, Luigi.
no.
Ritze
That
coming
feels
in
bad,
to
man.
ruin the staff's day.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sad about this. Press G to pay respects for this group.
G, press G.
Well, we don't really have to talk much about Urusai. He got a B2 100% S rank on the middle of the playoffs. That's
Yeah.
everything you need to know.
That's it.
Yeah. In the first 3 maps they played, he had a total of 15 regular 300s.
Pretty good, I will say. Yeah, he's fairly good at the game.
Yeah, it's pretty good, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Xiaorei and Yuki is gonna be facing DJ Khaled.
Ooh,
Another hard opponent there.
I don't know how well his skills have transferred over from SM, but he's incredibly solid at basically everything and is also really, really good at accuracy.
No, his accuracy is ridiculous.
Yeah, his accuracy transferred really well.
Okay.
I can tell you that.
It really did. He got seed number 20, just barely missing the top 16. And now against Xiaorei, he might have a complicated time with him in particular, and Yuki, but he's definitely looking good for that group. Group I though, Zenobia and Neuro will be facing Elementaires. Okay.
Elementaire a pretty solid French player. I don't know if he's about how good his accuracy is, but he's a pretty well-rounded player in general.
I would say his long nose are probably his best skill set. So,
Yeah, that. I would say that too.
and I think he can abuse that that thing against Neuro and Zenobia. I think he is probably the better player in terms of a long nose between those three. Okay, so for the next one, we have on Group J, Tails, Architev, and Maple Syrup. So the last half of this group. On Group J, I think he has a fair shot on this. I mean, Tails is definitely one of those underdogs in the unseeds, and Architev is fairly solid all-rounded. But Maple Syrup has actually surprised me a lot on his performances during the qualifiers. I legitimately thought, that's a bad pronunciation, ladies and gentlemen. But I thought that he was gonna get top 16. He had some nasty scores on the long no qualifier.
Yeah, his low notes are really good from what I'm seeing here. Wow.
But now into Group K, the crystal clear, Science Star and DHN, hoping to not have one of the harder opponents here, but it's gonna be the highest seed remaining, Pancho.
Pancho is a harsh player. Pancho is really good accuracy player.
His long notes are also insane. Tier 12 LN player, just not really something you want to shake a stick at, even this early on.
Into Group L here, Mick and Solar. Those two are very solid accuracy players, so whoever ends up here might have a problematic time. And it's gonna be Traps Are Cute. The UK surprise player, I will say. Actually, he has been improving so much on the last months. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, his accuracy is alright, but similar to Pancho, he is a very, very good LN player. So definitely something to watch out for in these matches.
Into Group M here, who's gonna be with the Moscas and a father. That's also a tricky group. Man, I think the 4 remaining high seeders are not like one of the strongest ones, but still, Underjoy, Mage are probably the better ones out of this batch. But it's gonna be Underjoy. Underjoy is just getting bad matchup after bad matchup after bad matchup.
Yeah.
And against a father and Moscas, a Polish duel there though, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, Underjoy not having the best of the luck this year. To Group N, Lumpy and Lusty Platypus will be facing Mage. Okay.
I think Mage got a good group. Actually, no.
Not
There's Lombit
really.
there. Yeah, Lombit's there.
Lombit is
That's
pretty
a pretty
good.
solid group.
Lusty is also pretty good at accuracy. He got
Yeah, that's true.
top 5 on many of the playoffs accuracy maps, if I recall correctly. Hey, who's going to be the OP duo last ones against 2DW and Angel Ichisik? It's gonna be Nainarumi, another very balanced group over there. And of course, RPF, Flute Lord, and 3Co3 are gonna be completing Group P there. So that's gonna be it for the high seeded. I'll say Group P is also pretty hard to tell who's gonna be on top of that.
Yeah, but with all those groups done, we get to have some fun now.
This is the moment. Ladies and
Oh.
gentlemen,
The top seeded.
we have the top seeded. Arguably the best players of the tournament, or at least the one who played the better on the qualification stage. We have one of our commentators getting the #1 seed and joining us,
Hi.
the Toaster, with
Hello.
Asuberu, T-Deck, Peeper, AndreMC, Itor98, Mini Sora, Bento, one of our alumni members, Dot, Electro, Lothus, Intelizer, Coil, Ctex, Remfangirl, and Mitros. So a good amount of diversity here. We have a fair amount of people from every single continent, really, other than I think Asia is actually the continent with the less amount of players in the group, which will be Intel
They don't
and
like
Minnesota. Yep. But anyways, let's see who gets on Group A, and most importantly, who avoids Group B out of this group.
Yeah, I'm
Group B
already
is
like
stacked.
really nervous. You find out we're finding out so soon who gets this death group. and
69 viewers.
Yeah.
Just like
God damn it, what?
This seed is very, very scary indeed. So Remy Flan, SOFT3, and Tante V will be facing seed #2. It's Dot.
Dot.
Oh,
Canada man. Accuracy god.
that dude, that was such a
All-round player.
It
That
was
group.
nice and balanced. And then, oof.
Thanks, Dot. Do Dot in chat.
Thanks,
so
Dot.
we get Group B.
Dot is the one that doesn't get Group B indeed. And to be fair, Tante V and SOFT3 and Remy Flan, all of those three will have to face each other, trying to sneak points out of them, because beating Dot is a very difficult thing.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Group B. Mummy ball I'm waiting for.
Oh my god.
Not
I mean,
me, please.
We're hearing the creator on the background like, actually epic. 128 for those who remember. Oh wait, it was not the creator, but it was a Jose Teikoku song. Regardless, we're gonna have on Group B, Peeper! Oh,
Oh
the
UK
UK
boys.
duo!
no.
The United Kingdom duo! Oh lord, Peeper is on a hard
Lower
spot.
Zipper for Pipper,
Oh.
please, in the chat.
Oh,
Oh
man.
my god. You know, it's funny because when you look at this, it's actually a balanced group.
Well, I mean, if you leave Polly aside, poor Polly.
Portfolio, oh no.
Polly Petrol. You
Oh yeah, this is a big one for
You
Paul.
will be remembered. Dude, there's a Group B and 3 players starts with a P. Like Polly, Pope, and Peeper.
Nice.
Oh my god. I'm so sad for Polly. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so unfair.
Oh my, that's the,
You work so
how
hard
can
to
he get
qualify.
so unlucky?
You work so hard to qualify to the tournament and you get matched up with 3 literal gods. Oh well. That's gonna be an interesting group to watch for sure though. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really looking forward for it. And I guess every single top seeder now are like,
No,
Like-
yeah, there's a huge sigh of relief gone from me. There's
No,
like,
you can't get Group G, dude.
I know,
There's still some.
there's still groups that are nerve-wracking, but like, not quite like Group B.
Yeah, that's true.
definitely Group B was the group of death here. But now we're getting into Group C. Probably on the easier side for the top seeders, I will say. Lafreni, Jose, and Jetified are gonna be facing Minisora. Okay, that's a very balanced group, even the top seeded.
Yeah.
I have no clue who's gonna get through this group at all. Every single player on this are like very close to each other.
I think Minisora has a higher chance out of all of them, in my opinion.
Well, he got a top seed for a reason, but yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was an exciting draft on Group B. Everyone was like, please know me, please know me. But now into Group D, which is also arguably one of the hardest groups on the remaining. With Camo and Crubble. We're gonna have a Group D. No! Tie! It's gonna be T-Deck! It was so close to be Toph. But it was
Oh
actually
my
T-Deck.
God.
Oh, that would have been the double UF boys, man.
It's gonna be T-Deck after all. So I would
This is a
say,
cool group.
yeah, I was about to say this group is looking interesting. Camo will have a complicated time trying to go past Crubble and T-Deck, but I think they all have a chance here. Adri sadly didn't have the best of the lucks, but I think he can also sneak some points out of these players. Could be pretty interesting as a Group D there. Into the Group E though, Commander Black, Hesios, and Koi Dex. Would you like to be on this group, Toph?
I wouldn't. Well, okay. A lot of these groups look really. This one, I guess, is one of the ones that I'm not too like worried about if I were to get in it. But
Let's see though. Group E is gonna be Lothus. Okay.
Okay.
Lotus is terrifying.
Lothus.
I
is
I
terrifying.
think, I am pretty sure he's going to get through this easily.
I think he's gonna get 4-0 every single match. I think he's gonna win every single match and not drop a single point. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. But Lothus, probably one of the best players in the tournament. I mean, he got number 4 seed. Let's speak volumes about his abilities.
Yep. I think he got, hold on.
He got the best score on stage 3.
Yes.
Yeah, he got the best one on stage 3, yeah.
4 different players, I think, got the #1 scores on each of the qualifier maps.
Yeah, that's true.
Intelizer got #1 on stage 4, Lothus on stage 3,
Dot on 2.
Dot on 2, and myself on 1.
Now into Group F to pay respects. It's gonna be Aitor versus Walter Toro, Pikachu, and Oreo. And oh my god, the schedule is gonna be a nightmare for this group.
Oh my
Spain,
God.
China, Chile, and wherever Oreo's from.
Whatever Oreo.
I'm sorry, I don't know your country.
I mean, it can be anywhere.
trying to
No matter
say
where he
Oreo.
is, it's gonna be bad because already.
Finland.
Finland.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
terrible. It's Finland.
Finland.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Well, that's it for Group F. Aitor,
Oh,
number
here
14.
comes another scary group.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if this is that a scary group because, yes, you can probably lose to Urusai, but the other two you should be able to handle. Like, every single top seed should be handled this. Although, you really want to get #1 as a top seed, so against Urusai, we're gonna have Bento.
Ooh, Rip Bento. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Staff group! Staff group, dude! It's staff group with Urusai!
Staff group! Staff group plus Urusai, dude.
Bento is gonna have a hard time trying to beat Urusai here. I mean, he got number 16 seed, so I guess having a hard group makes sense for him. I mean, it's like justice. But, I mean, I think he will be fine. I think he will qualify regardless. Maybe not #1, but #2. So now, Xiaorui and DJ Khaled with Yuki expecting an opponent here.
Another pretty scary group.
This group is pretty.
I would like Electro, to be honest.
Electro would make it very, very balanced.
Andre, MC. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
It has pretty good accuracy, I think, but I don't know if it matches up with DJ Khaled's.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a lot of groups here where the high seeds put up major fights against the top seeds. There are going to be a lot of top seeds that get second place, I think.
it's pretty
That's
likely.
true.
I'm not so sure if
I can agree with that.
I think the only group that has potential for a top seed to be eliminated will be so far Group B, maybe Group C, maybe Group D. Those are like the only three.
Yeah, the C and D are like maybe. B is a bit more possible, but I think Pipper is a very strong player in general, so he shouldn't have too many problems.
We'll have to see now though. Well, Group I, Elementaires, Neuron, Zenobia waiting for his opponent, and if it is Bump, it will be pretty fun. But it's not. It's gonna be Rem Fangirl actually.
Ooh.
I think he got a pretty good chance here. Another one of the staff members. This group is looking pretty good for Rem. I'm actually surprised that Rem got such a high seed, to be honest.
He's been improving like crazy. And plus that SV score just boosted him a lot, so...
Gotta go
Oh yeah,
rolling
his
now.
SV was really good.
Yeah, it really was. Was it like number 3 or 4?
Yeah, it was 3.
Man, that was pretty good. Now Group J, Maple Syrup, Architect and Tails is gonna be facing Asubur or so. Bumpy Ho.
I think Bambiho got a really good group for him.
Yeah, I will argue the same. I'm not so sure about Maple though. Maple might be eliminated on this.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Okay, forgive
A
me
lot
for
of
taking
these
a bit.
next-
I
a
was
lot of these
sniffing.
next few groups are just a little bit scary to some extent. Obviously, they're not as bad as some of the previous ones, but there are a lot in a row here that are just, you know...
Yeah, there's a lot in a row that are pretty scary.
There's pretty big oof players in like each of the yeah.
DHN and Pancho Group K, Traps Are Cute Solar in Group L, A Father and Underjoy in Group M,
And Moscas.
Wombit and Maven.
Moscas as well.
And Moscas, yeah.
I have to see though. Here on Group K, Pancho, DHN, Science Star, all of them pretty good all-rounders. And they're gonna be facing Coil on this group.
Ooh, SB
Oh,
Legend, God Mapper.
Yeah, I think that Cool is going to get through this pretty well, in my opinion. He's one step ahead of these players. Maybe not ahead of Ice, actually, but...
I think he's just gonna take a lot of advantage on the non-accuracy picks of the pool, like going through long notes and SVs.
Yeah.
And that's gonna carry him because Pancho, although he's pretty good at lens, he might not be as good as Coil overall. But now
That's
into
true.
Solar, Mika, and Traps Are Cute. All of these players are insanely good at accuracy or long notes. So let's see who gets on this group. It's going to be...
I know Traps Are Cute wants me in his group.
Oh, but it's not gonna be. It's gonna be Mitros from Mexico.
Oh, Mitros.
These last 4 players left in the top seeds are kind of...
Yep, I can see that. Oh no.
These upcoming groups are gonna be nuts.
Yep, Mitros is also pretty solid though. Probably one of the biggest surprises
Yeah.
of the tournament, I will say. Getting a top seed spot. But his long no abilities and his speed has been increasing to tremendous values. Elen got on Group L, so that's funny. But now, Group M. I would like to say Intel on Group M, so we have 2 Polish players and 2 Japanese players.
Japanese players.
Oh, that's good. That would be awesome. Poland versus
Or
Japan.
it could be CDEX, like Poland plus a father.
Yeah.
That would be
It could
pretty
be.
convenient for scheduling. Anyways, Group N is gonna be Intelizer Underjoy. It's on a
Ooh,
very
double Poland, double
Japan,
Japan.
my God.
Uh-oh. No one wants
Underjoy.
Intel in their group.
Underjoy is I swear Underjoy has the worst luck in the universe.
Underjoy. You know what's... I don't know why I'm noticing this, but like this is kind of similar to my situation last year, where I was placed in one of the I think I was in Group O last year.
Oh
So I'm just
my
having
God.
I'm being forced to wait every time.
Well, but I think if you go through this group, you should be fine on the others. I think this Group N is the harder one of the 3 remaining, so...
Yeah, I probably agree with that, but I think all of the really terrifying groups have been passed.
So you're not so sad about having to wait, are you?
Nah, I'm okay with it. I'm totally okay with it.
So Group N is gonna be the Topster. It's gonna be you, man.
It's me.
Hey.
I'm against Lombit, Lusty, and Mage.
It's
How
funny.
good of a player am I?
We have the
I don't
lowest
know.
seed of the tournament on the same group as the highest seed of the tournament.
Ah, Lombit, you're going down.
Oh man. But now to finish it off, Group O and P. On Group O against Nainarumi, 2DW, and Angel Ichi is gonna be C-Dex, which leaves Electro on the last group, on Group P, with Flute Lord, 3
Electro
Cody,
has it.
and Arpia.
I don't wanna like I don't mean bad to other players, but I think that Electro is going to have this easy.
I'm not so sure. I think he will be alright, but I think he could drop a point or two. And by a point or two, I mean a map or two.
Yeah.
Bye,
Good
Rose.
job. Also crashed. Yay.
Nice.
Nice. Good job, Os. Thanks, Peppy.
Thanks, Peppy. We're gonna have to redo the groups. Oh no.
Well, at least it waited till the end.
Yeah, at least it crashes now. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm managing to fix it. Actually,
Fantastic.
enjoy my background of Psychopaths.
League of Legends player.
No, okay, that's uninstalled, and I don't know why that icon is there. I haven't played League in like 3 years.
Wow, trying to cover it up, Juan. Come on.
Roll.
The first step to change is admitting you have a problem.
I hope there wasn't any weird things over there. Hopefully.
I don't know. Somebody
There
said
was a-
Monica.chr. I don't know if that's.
There's an
If
MP3
that was
called
there or not.
Acid, though I think that's probably Acid Burst.
That's-
since we
that's
have a map
Acid
of
Burst.
that.
Yeah, that's acid burst.
No. No, dude. It was clearly an audio to simulate you being on acid.
Yeah.
You can see that I'm
Binaural
taking a
beats.
push over there. Probably not. Wing! There you go. Okay, so that's gonna be it for the drawings. Enjoy the groups here. You can see them on screen. And we will have right after this, probably in about 5 to 10 minutes, the map will showcase for the group stage. So the action is still not over yet. Stay tuned, because we will resume in just a moment with more action for the last time of the weekend, for the last time of the playoffs. Sort of starting with the group stage already. But anyways, gonna see you in about 20 minutes. This took an hour. We are perfectly fine on schedule. I'm pretty happy about that.
We're gods of scheduling, by the way.
Yeah, this was 100% prepared.
All planned.
Alright.
Perfectly calculated.
I don't know when to cut it now. I don't know when to cut the stream. Let's just say something funny. You know. Your mom.
Don't mind
Your
the
mom.
boss.
Some...
Oh my god!
Nice.